Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to episode 20 of Raft, which originally streamed live on Twitch. So here we are, and I'll give the very quick summary reminder. So last stream, we had hit up Caravan Town. Caravan Town is where we got blueprints for things like the metal detector and the biofuel pipelines. So now our engines here are running off of biofuel rather than wood, and we have this lever and controls to control whether the engines are on or off and the direction. So that's where we left off. And then what we tried to do, although we failed hard, we tried to do before the end of the last stream is to find the necessary titanium to build the battery charger. So that's the last blueprint that I've unlocked, which I only have 3 out of the 4 titanium for, and we didn't end up getting the last of the titanium. So what I'm going to do is try to find the 4th titanium and then have you guys vote on whether I head to the last story island or alternatively work on the boat a bit. I'm pretty sure I can finish the game in its current state today with relative ease, because the last story island is actually shorter than I think Balboa or Caravan Town, if you know what you're doing, which I do. But that will be up to you. So let's go ahead and make another battery so I actually know where I'm driving. And soon I'll be able to recharge these batteries automatically, which will be very cool. Pull out this dead battery and stick in the live one. All right. With that, let's also punch in the coordinates for Tangaroa, which is 0522. If I know my numbers. So Tangaroa is west of us about 3 kilometers, or I don't even know if those are meters or whatever. Whatever measurement unit it is. I have no idea. Yeah, we will. So what we'll be doing is we'll be voting on the priorities here in a bit. Where you all will be able to dictate whether I, continue boating or I do something else. Happy to have you vote. Cast their votes. Seeing that my food is going down, let's do some cooking. I think I'm actually going to cook some beets. Red Beet Interactive. I don't need all the beets. The unit of measurements is Yoda's. Alright, I believe it. I believe it. So this island here doesn't actually have, doesn't have what I was looking for. It doesn't have any titanium, but, it's got mango seeds and mangoes. You beets? I actually like beets. Beets and salads, or beet soup. I don't know. I don't love beets, but I like them. You just got to prepare it, right? All right, so let's push off. My anchor's up. Yep, there we are. So we're just going to reverse and then hang a hard left towards Tangaroa. Not really with any intention of going there, per se. Just heading that direction while we look for islands for titanium. And Evil Messiah, thank you for the sub. And Kilgore for 1 more additional gifted sub. Alright, off we go. And I'm in my Polynesian shirt today, of course. Trying to dress the part. Alright, so we're heading in the right direction. Where's my googly goggles? And there's nothing on the horizon. So we'll just keep trucking forward while I tend to my food and water. Let's grab this honeycomb. I designed it in such a way that it's pretty easy to grab the honeycomb without opening the doors. So the doors are just there if we want to gain access to it. I think it would be a good idea for me to introduce some additional boxes upstairs for task boxes, basically boxes that give me access to put honey down, things like that. At this point, we have such a ridiculous amount of most of the basic resources you can dredge from the ocean that, like, plastic, wood, stone, this stuff I could just honestly throw out and not miss. The scrap and the food and the treasure boxes, or whatever you call them, they're the only ones worth keeping. So I learned how to make a curtain. Taking a look at my armor here. I have boots downstairs? It looks like my armor's in pretty bad shape, so keeping the llama fed would be good. Let me switch body armors. I think this was the fresh armor that I was wearing for the bear, and then the bear mauled me a lot and wore out my armor pretty heavily. Any islands out there? Not that I can see, just these little guys. If you want to eat me and keep following me till the ends of the earth. Oh, uptime is very wrong. I'll correct that in a minute. Plus there's a moderator to do it, but I could get it done. Just add 48 hours to the uptime and you'll be all set. So the priority up top is the same. We're just going to focus on titanium. And then if I can't find titanium and I get pretty close to Tangaroa, which is the last story island, you all can decide whether I look for titanium or go into Tangaroa. I also want to make it clear that Tangaroa will also... Ooh, come on. Get out. Oh, there. What are you doing? Oh, you don't have fur, do you? All right, let me water them then. It's not watering automatically because the battery drained, but I don't want to... I don't want to replace the battery because eventually I'll just get our battery recharger, and then I won't have to keep making new batteries every time I need to replace it, so that's what's going on. Yeah, they start to look pretty grumpy and sick when they haven't been watered in a while, but they don't die, so, you know, you can neglect them if you want, or if you need to. Now, there is nothing on the horizon, and I'm still heading in the right direction. Okay. You never actually learn how to adjust the uptime? Your bad mod? Oh, don't worry about it. I can correct it in like 3 seconds. Watch this. Or, I guess there's nothing to watch because I'm doing it all behind the scenes. All right, it's fixed. There it is. Seconds after Micklemoose triggered it. So, I guess question for you all. Do you want me to, let me poll. Do you want me to continue building or head to Tangaroa? I might be spelling it wrong. But, there are the two options up there. For a little, vote timer on there. And have you decide. Now, what I will say is Tangaroa will probably take me not that much more than like an hour to clear. You know, depending on how well I do. Maybe a little bit longer, a little bit less. I don't really know. So, once you do Tangaroa, you're kind of done with what is currently in the game. Now, Redbeat Interactive, the developer, has teased that there will be additional content soon, but what soon means, I have no idea. So, just because I head to Tangaroa and finish up doesn't necessarily mean the stream will end. It means that the remaining time will be for building and the like. And right now all I'm doing is, I'm a little hungry, so just going fishing. Hoping to catch salmon, maybe. Arun, thank you for the follow, and welcome to the stream. Yes, once I finish Tangaroa, I will have all the blueprints. Now, this ship design here, I had never really intended to incorporate the Tangaroan blueprints. Mostly because once you have all the blueprints, there's really not much left to do in the game but build. And if that's not what you necessarily find most fun out of the game, then there's nothing left to do. So I designed this raft to not use the blueprints that you get from Tangaroa. I can sort of retrofit them and try to incorporate them. That's always a possibility, but you know, I didn't design them into the design here. Just because I thought by the time I got to Tangaroa, I'd be done. And you guys might want me to build. I'll keep an eye on that. Another good use for the fish is I can put the fish into the biofuel processing. And what are you up to, dude? Something's going on. He's usually not this perky. Look at him. Oh, speaking of which, let me unlock the... There you go. Hey, an island! Land ho! Oh, head to Tangaroa, pulling out ahead. All right, that's what I'll do. Current priority. Head to Tangaroa is now updated. Now, Tangaroa will have the... not a candle bottle. Go away, candle bottle. It will have titanium there. It's, it will have that kind of resource. So... that's always a possibility to get the titanium that I need from Tangaroa instead. But I think if I'm crossing by this island, I might as well check it for titanium. Wouldn't hurt, right? Just because I'm heading to Tangaroa doesn't mean I can't make pit stops. Let's not crash into it. I have to be mindful, and not that there is crash damage. There isn't. I could smash into it, wouldn't really matter. It'd just be annoying. And drift the rest of the way. And see if I get a hit on the metal detector. Oh, I'm getting a hit. All right, well, I have a shovel on me already, so it's possible I'll get my titanium. Oh, sharks were very close to me, huh? Okay, so something like right here. And it's a safe. Oh, that's a good sign. That's a very good sign. 3 titanium ore. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We did it. I feel like Blue's Clues or something. All right, I take back that victory dance, like 100%. All right, let's grab the watermelon. Watermelon's a great food to bring with you to islands, to the big story islands, because on the big story islands, I would say on Balboa, the biggest threat is obviously Mama Bear, because she can shred. But on a lot of the other islands, there isn't a lot of threat. So the danger is mostly dehydration and starvation, because you're wandering around a large island and you get lost, especially on Balboa, because Balboa is a big old maze. So, yeah, that's useful to keep in mind. Well, let's get this smelted. What is seen cannot be unseen. I know. And that means we'll have the battery charger soon. So I will start to work on the prerequisites for the battery charger. So once the titanium gets smelted, we can just thunk, battery charger done. It makes a thunk noise, by the way. That's how these things work. What I don't have is a trash can, I've noticed. Explosive powder goes in there. Potatoes in here. Give me that salmon. I'm gonna stick the mackerel in there with some honey. Make more biofuel. And then what do I need for the charger? I need a circuit board, so that will be the first thing I make. So that's 2 copper. 1, 2. 1 vine goo, 5 plastic. Okay. Oh, and put the plastic back. All right, what else? I'll need the 5 scrap. Probably not the efficient way of grabbing it. And then 15 more plastic. Okay, as soon as these things melt, we'll have our battery charger. And then we'll be able to recharge our batteries that have been empty of charge, which is great. So, you know, I'm just watching titanium smelt. Let's continue trekking along towards Tangaroa while that smelts. Let's go around this island. I am indeed making gasoline out of fish and honey. All right, we're on. Yeah, a little bit to the right. Okay. Tangaroa is big. You're not going to miss it by sort of scooting around the sides. There we go. So, whoops. I have my titanium. I'll smelt the last piece. And battery charger crafted. So let me consult my blueprints to make sure I'm placing exactly where I intended. Okay, got it. There it is. So now my battery charger connects to the pipe that was already present. And then all I have to do is grab dead batteries like this one and stick it on the charger. And the little generator will use biofuel from the tanks and charge the batteries. And the battery charge level can be seen here on this little like LED strip thing. So let me go get that battery from downstairs that I had died. There it is. So now I don't have to manufacture new batteries. I could just, you know, charge them up. Much, much, much better. And if I'm doing that, I need to make sure to be grabbing my honeycomb. Let's go ahead and make a biofuel box. Like a box dedicated for biofuel and the biofuel processing. I think that would be useful and helpful. So, 3 scrap. 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's make 2 boxes. 1, 2, 3. 2 hinges. And a bunch of rope. Alright, there it is. Whoa. Game lagged a little bit and made me throw my rope away. Still charging. So this box here, I could, if I put a backdrop here, I could hang it over the biofuel refinery, and that way I would be able to, yeah, that might not be terrible. To put a box right over the refinery for the things that we need for biofuel. I think that makes sense. So let me go get a few planks. And stick it there. Perhaps do the sort of leaf walls, just to match the theme. I think that's backwards. Do I care? I guess I do. Alright, there we are. So then this will have the honey and stuff like that. Right. Oh, it'd be nice if I could center it. Good enough. So I'm going to stick honey in there and glass jars and things like that. Things that I need to make biofuel. So we'll go downstairs, grab the biofuel, go downstairs and grab the stuff from this box, which pertains to honey and bees and the like. I don't think I have any more sand, so that's going to be something I'm going to need to grab from an island at some point. But 8 biofuel is a pretty good amount. Oh, and hi, Caravan Town. I guess we're passing by Caravan Town on our way over to Tangaroa. Yep, so I drove the wrong way from here, which is kind of funny. How dare I not immediately recenter? Check metal detector? I mean, I could, but I was pretty sure I got everything from Caravan Town. I searched Caravan Town pretty thoroughly, I'd like to think. And there's my honey, my bees, my biofuel. Yep. I guess this other chest doesn't... No, I take it back. The other chest has a purpose. Let me start to put my blueprints up here in my bedroom. Because it doesn't really make sense to have blueprints downstairs. So as one of the rules of this series, I keep blueprints. Why, I cannot tell you. I just do. Figured it would add a little bit of challenge, so I'm going to continue with that. I'm going to go through and grab all my blueprints. The game doesn't require you to do it. I do, though. Hey, Fabby. Thank you for the resub. So you can see all of the things you can unlock with patience and effort. Now stored in my humble abode. Ooh, it's looking stormy. So, batteries. Charged. And now, my little ranch thing will fully self-water, although it's raining, so not so much an issue. Let's replace the battery here and recharge this one, which we used a little bit. Yep, still on course. So another thing that I ought to do, knowing that I'm going to Tangaroa, is we're going to want a surplus of food. Because when you go to the large story islands, it's very easy to get lost and then to get very hungry and or thirsty, like I honestly just said. So let's make sure that we cook up as much as we can so that we don't have a first death incident. My llamas look so depressed. Yeah. I don't know why. They have grass. They're just being lame little llamas. Okay, let's start putting things away that I'm not going to need as well. And then another thing I'm going to want to do is to make myself new sets of tools. So I want like a new axe. I want more bows and weapons so that we're well equipped for what lies ahead. Yeah, so let's get cooking. I have a lot of meals already, so this is probably going to be pretty good when it comes to making sure that I don't starve. Plus, in the cities, you can find a lot of food. It's pretty easy to find food, but finding water is a lot more difficult, which is why I feel like bringing watermelon with you is a really good idea, because watermelon is very, very hydrating and it stacks quite well. So like a stack of 20 watermelon is like the equivalent of multiple water bottles, which is great. Hey, Jasper. Thank you. Yeah, I like this raft. Compact and efficient. Sort of min-maxed in a way. And full of lovely trophies. welcome to the stream. Oh, my biofuel is very low. All right, let's, my bottom tank is totally empty, and my top tank is half. Let me refill this. One for you. Some for you. Make sure not to overfill, because you don't get it. You only get what will fit, and then the rest will be consumed, is I guess the best way to put it. So if you have space for half of biofuel left, it will use up the whole biofuel. Hey, Tannering. Cheers. And I missed a puppy treat. Sorry, B. Pavlov. I missed that a long time ago. There. When there's film on my cup. There. We should start to see Tangaroa on the horizon soon. We're getting pretty close. I bet I could even raise it on the little goggles. Nope, not yet. Very close, though. Let me make some weapons and bows. So I want one more bow. So rope, vine, goo, bolt. Here's another basic bow. And then let's make 2 machetes. So that'd be 4 bolts. 4 ingots. And scrap. Oh, one more rope. Oh, there it is! There it is! Tangaroa! Big old dome. Yoda, what are you doing? You chewing yourself? Don't chew yourself. Little biodome. I see that my food is a little low. Don't worry, I noticed. I'm also going to want a new axe. And then probably... Whoa, what are you, swimming over my raft? And I definitely just watched you go right through my capture nets. I think my nets are full. Yeah, they're maxed out at 10, so that we weren't able to grab anything. So I'll empty them out. Did I hit... Yep, I hit my anchor. Don't need any of this. Nuh-uh. It's too bad there's no, like, way to filter your capture nets. Alright, let's cook up some tilapia. And... then I need an axe. So, 1 bolt, 1 more scrap, 4 rope. I'm also about to crash into the town, but don't worry, I will steer away. So one thing to look at, or look for, is there will be arrows on the town. See these little arrows there? Follow the arrows, because it will show you how to get in. Hey, Saiga, our Side Games, welcome. I'm glad that you could catch a stream. You're the one that continually asks Raft questions? Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. So, I've got 2 spare melee weapons, a spare bow. What I will want is to absolutely top up my food and water all the way up, filling both bottles, grabbing a entire stack of watermelon, and then we can go in. I'll probably also sleep tonight so that I can have as much daylight for tomorrow. Where's my cup? That would be in... Oh, let's also get rid of this flippers. So I'm going to need to make myself a pair of boots, because I don't need flippers where I'm headed. Where's my cup? I mean, I can always make it... Oh, here it is. Alright, let's get back to steering. Hey, Crazy Dave! Oh, no! Tested positive for Corona. That's not good. I'm a little worried that I will test positive later this week. I have to be in a healthcare clinic on Wednesday, and I'm a little worried that I'll pick up the bug. I've been extraordinarily careful, not going anywhere, curbside pickup for groceries, staying away from people, but when I'm in a healthcare clinic, there's really, it's like ground zero for sickness, and there's not a good way to avoid it. So I hope you have mild symptoms and it passes quickly. It seems like Omicron's been doing that for many. Alright, I'm lining up my... Oh, look at the shark that was in there. Let me get a little bit further. Oh god, I'm crashing. Okay. It's fine. As long as we can get in the thing, it's no problem at all. Let me put all the tools that I won't need inside away, and then make the armor and get ready to head in. So here's the clothing. I'll just put it in here. I don't know where it goes. So metal detector, binoculars, don't need that. This cup here was just used to top up my water because my 2 water bottles are 100% full of water. I'll deal with my food tomorrow. So here is some of the tilapia I made, and I'll bring a bunch of the meals I have. Let's do the boots so that I'm as armored as I can be. Not to spoil too much, but this island is not as hard as the other islands. It's not as hard as Mama Bear and that island, so you don't need like a ton of armor. But I'd like to have full armor anyway. I guess I'll shoot you. Alright, so now I have a full set of armor and a zipline tool. You're also definitely going to want a zipline tool where we're headed. 100%. Bring it, bring it, bring it. Okay, other than my food, let's rest so we have daylight, and we'll head on in. So I'm going to update the focus goal. Explore Tangaroa. Do I have enough arrows? Yeah, I have enough arrows. Yeah. It's not a place that's going to require a lot of arrows, fortunately. Alright, so let's top up the food and water and head on in. So, like I said, very, very useful tool to bring a stack of watermelon because it's a dense form of hydration. And then I'm just going to bring these meals with me. That's basically why I made them. Keep in mind that you gain the most nutrients when you are the most hungry. So it's ideal to wait until you're like starving to eat or drink. But all right, away we go. Oh god. Up, 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 up. Get out of here. The high tide is letting these sharks get in here. Normally they don't. Alright, here we are. This is locked from the other side. Yep. Now, let me get some coffee. Hey, Bash! You did not miss too much from the start. Just more or less me sailing towards Tangaroa. Cheers, dude. So, cafeteria to the left? Sure. Do I want to go to the cafeteria first? Sure. I guess, why not? Let me actually break my spear first. Save me a little bit of inventory space. So there's nothing in this room. So here is the generator in the storage area, and this is the cafeteria. Now, keep in mind that I don't really need plastic. I wouldn't mind scrap, because I'm always a little low on scrap, because I don't go spelunking or snorkeling for it anymore. But here's a note. I'll leave the note on the screen for a second, so... Ah! Jesus. Or I will in a second. Get out of here. Oh, 2 of you. Good. Hey, Magenta Theory! Thanks for the resub as well. Okay, so I was so rudely interrupted. So this is mostly for the benefit of YouTube, so that they can pause and read it, because I don't read English good, and well, there's a lot of text. Would I recommend Ark or Raft? They're very different games. Wow, I cannot hit. Raft is a cooperative exploration story game, and then Ark, I guess technically, you can call it a, cooperative exploration story game, but it's more base building and taming and combat. Some PvP elements if you want it. I suggest both games. They're both awesome. But Ark is more like... Ouch. Yeah, Ark is a bit different than Raft. So here are generator parts. I'm going to need, if memory serves, 3 of them. And I have 2 so far. And there's a lot of rats. If you have friends and you want to play co-op, this game is a lot more like Valheim or something like that. Still, I would suggest it. It's good fun. So these little ratsies, they respawn ridiculously fast. But I know how to dance, so... Let's go back upstairs and try to find that last generator part. This is one of the reasons why I didn't feel like I needed a lot of arrows, because I don't even really need to kill them. I could just walk away if I wanted. A little worried about running out of machetes. I thought having 3 and a spear would be enough, but maybe not. Oh, this is the way I came in, so there's not going to be anything this way. If it's too... I don't think it's too dark for you guys, right? I'm mightier than a mouse. And now I have music stuck in my head. Little modest mouse. Oh, no, that was a different door. And I got lost, turned around, and let's go back downstairs. Running around with watermelon in my hands. See how fast they respawn? It's almost, unless you want the rat meat, it's almost not even worth killing them. Because they'll lose interest in you if you wander far enough away. They'll just, leave you alone, so that might be the better approach. Except for this is locked from the other side, too. What are you doing? It's like doing somersaults. Alright, let's go to the... over yonder. And I'm nearing my first need for food and water. No rats. Oh, speaking of rats, hi, Ratty Patty. Pleasure seeing you in the chat. All right, so this is the generator area and storage area, where we're going to find the last part. And also the very fun plantation spot. Just seeing what I can unlock and what I can't. So we've been through the cafeteria and I've been that way. So this is the only new area. So here is the third generator part I wanted. And now we have a little bit of a puzzle. Which I shall embarrassingly solve. Embarrassingly, because I will solve it slow. Ew. Green leftovers. No thanks. So there's the generator parts. And let me take a sip of water. And eat the beet. So this puzzle here, the lines here designate sort of how you're allowed to move through the shipping containers. So what we want to do is we want to start here and end up there. And then I need to move the maze around so that I can get from the start to the end. So I'm sure there's like an optimum solution that I did not Google and won't Google because I'd rather just solve it myself, even though it's, I'm sure, slower and less efficient. Alright, so we've got that going. Let's pull this one over. Just moving them all one at a time. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Alright, so now we can start there, walk here. This is as far as we could get so far. And let's see. I need one more piece. Okay, I think I want to get that blue piece, that blue cross piece over, but that's going to require a lot of nudging, which is fine. So I'll just work it down. There might have been a faster solution, but this one is a definite solution that will work, so. Even if it's not the quickest game plan, it's a game plan. Oops. Wrong button. Almost there. So if this puzzle was like, do this in the least amount of steps, oh, I would have deeply failed. But luckily, it isn't. The generators that you repair don't have a finite amount of power. Alright, so now I'm done. I just have to clean up the rest of the way. And completed. So, enter there, walk, and done. Right? Ta-da! Oh, that's a glass wall. I guess that makes sense, because otherwise you could just shortcut it and run across. What do I want to eat? Yeah, let's eat some shark. Okay, here we've got another note about the engines burning, and then blueprints for a water pipe. I do know about the extra room, yes. The you should not be here room, Raptor. I do. Okay, we have opened up this hatch, and in comes all the locked doors have popped open, and we are getting flooded. Do I know how to do achievements? Not all of them. I'm not really achievement running. So my main concern isn't really to do achievements. So now, with the water up, we can access to this broken ladder that led to the plantation. Up here. Let's see. No, that was plastic. I don't want plastic. Scrap only. And another note. Headed for the habitat. Engines gave out. Okie dokie. Ah, there's an extra room right under the generator controls. Cool. This room's a little hostile. It's, the ground is lava. There is, however, a new tree here. A banana tree. And then there are these, which are strawberries. Bananas and strawberries are the last fruit so far. And then we're also going to have to be collecting tape. And here's yet another note about a beetle infestation. And let's hop through this this little maze here. So there's 2 more tape that I want to collect. If you're wondering, it's not instant death if you hit the electricity. So perhaps I'll hit it purposefully just to demo that. So here we go. Right. I took a little bit of damage, but it wasn't fatal. Use the tape to repair the controls to open the door. And whoa, let's not get electrocuted if we can help it. Alright, I'll hold on to the bananas for now. Might want to eat them raw. So then there's other controls that I need to repair with tape, and it's 3 tape per control. And then here is some surface access. So there were some controls behind me that I did not have the tape to repair. It's also getting pretty dark, so I might, once I get up to the surface, want to find my raft again and sleep, so that you guys can see what's going on. So here we are. We are inside Tangaroa. One of the things I will advise you to do, let me grab this note, is open up the escape hatches on the sides. So new note added, and that would be this one. So there's this central tower that's part of the story, and then all of these individual buildings. And then there are these psychotic attendants that are not so friendly. But let me try to make night into day. Yet another note. So when you walk up to these giant escape doors, just like the inflatable raft for airplanes, it kind of deploys and it is left open. So let me say hi to one of these little robo tenants. They come complete with tasers. So very friendly. And then when you kill them, you get your arrows back, and you get a Tangaroa keycard, which opens up some doors for you. Looks like Bender. I think it more looks like a claptrap or something. So here's my boat. So let's go ahead and rest for the night. I also have to be careful because these sharks are going to want to nibble on me as I try to get back to the boat. One way to avoid that is you can sort of hug the side here, and that way I don't have to get nibbled. At least not going back to the boat. Getting back to the raft, I'm going to have to adjust the way I'm angled so that I don't get nibbled. I don't want no nibblins. All right, so I've maxed out my water. Let me grab the spare cup to fill my purifier. Alrighty, and I'm going to put the fruit away that I have, and then also the fruit seeds. But I think my fruit seeds box is full, so this is going to go into the miscellaneous box because I can't be bothered to set up a new box for it. Meat. There we go. Lovely rat meat. And the water pipe blueprint will go into the blueprints box right before I sleep. More honey? Yes. Just because I'm exploring the Tangaroa doesn't mean I can neglect my ship duties, or rather I shouldn't. So here's some meat to top me up, and then I'll be heading back. Perfect. Now, my stats are basically 100%, and nothing can stop me now. Let me adjust the boat so I don't get nibbled by sharks on my way back in. So, engines on. Course reversed. Reverse course. I'm gonna get right up next to the emergency raft. Seize the day. Thank you for tuning in to Raft, which originally streamed live on Twitch, December 28th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel. I'll catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Raft-farers.